Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. It'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Florida's offense will get the first possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown it 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Using the quick game. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw. You want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. What does the top 5 ranking mean for Week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a... nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Complete to start this drive. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's loose down the left side. The 20. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got a man. It's Allen. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you've got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Connection to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Edwards. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Miami, 14, Florida, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. Turns it on in midfield. He was off to the races and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. He now has 79 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Off play action. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Gators. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Scanning the field, it's Overton. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. He's inside the 15. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Can't get him to the ground. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Abrams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Allen. Got the first down and more. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That's reeled in, it's Allen. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he made the extra point without problem. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're lining up on first and 10 from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple in second and 8. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Allen. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Down to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Daniels. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Abrams. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. They're setting up the screen.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
Caught close to the marker. It's Allen. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. goes as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to seal the edge on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They get him a push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And we're locked up here in the 3rd. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially... Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll get him down after a solid...
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Grab near the marker. It's Abrams. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Touchdown, Gator! And that one will give him the lead. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on third down. The Gators decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To the air. It's Overton. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel. Find the open spaces in the defense just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Thrust that arm out. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Gators are on the move. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got the quick pass. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Gage. Got enough space. job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. New set of downs after the completion.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass, it's Overton. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on second down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the fourth. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the right. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Shakes off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Hold and finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the foot.
After the filthy move, he's got room. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a crease. It's Gage. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the toss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throw.
He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go to the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Got the back over the middle. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're testing the right side here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks, it's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation